Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the support on the last video. Do appreciate it. Today we're going to look over some more stats that we've had, and then we're going to actually look at making a new product. Not sure if I'm going to sell it yet, but it's going to be the basics of using CAD and how to do it. And then if you guys want to see more videos like this, then we'll continue on that. If the tutorial is a little rough, sorry. Hopefully they get better. If we want to see them again, and it's super simple, but should show the basics of how to use Fusion. It's pretty easy, straightforward once you get the hang of it, and we'll see how that goes. Let's start with stats. So first, let's check out over here. So we've actually been getting quite a few views and visits are quite high compared to the views. So this is anytime our thing is seen in the store when you're scrolling or whatever. And then the visits are when people actually click on one of your listings and actually view it. So it's pretty cool to see that we're actually getting a lot of clicks for views. We did have one person follow the shop. We did also have one person put something in their cart and abandon it. And we did put in some measures to help get those people back, and I'll show you those in a second. But we have not had any reviews. Obviously, we have not had any sales yet either, but hopefully I get some of those in the next few weeks, as we did actually even bring down our prices, and I'll explain why in a second. Actually, you can't even see it here, but our prices were $8, $5, and then the customer pays for shipping. We have put into a sale. I'm not even sure how we can find that. Maybe if I go over here, it'll show the sale. It does not. And it makes me wonder if the sale is actually live, but it should be for the next week or so, just to test the waters. But we did put a 50% discount out on every item on the market or on our site or our shop. And then we did that because we'll probably break even with pricing, maybe even lose some, probably lose some, and definitely not paying for time, but hopefully that will like start the market up and get some reviews so that people maybe want to trust our site a little bit more. And then we've also added a 20% discount for abandoned carts. So I think that emails them 20% off coupon for anyone that didn't actually place an item that put something in their cart. So we'll definitely lose money on that with the 50% because I'm assuming they're stackable. But we're just trying to roll in some views, get some items bought. Sell some items, I guess. I don't know why I can't think of that. And then we could readjust pricing, but I wanted to see if people are just not interested in the item or if it's because it's too expensive, which could be a little expensive with paying for shipping, but it's also only been up there for a week, so maybe that will change. But we are seeing like 50 visits a lot, and that might be because people are checking it out from the YouTube video and they just want to see what's up on the store, and maybe that's why the numbers are so high. But 87 views to 50 visits is a little concerning on the actual product, so we'll see how that goes. We'll monitor it, but I wasn't really expecting to get too many purchases within the first month, maybe like one or two until we get the ball rolling. But we've had a lot of visits, so I'm a little concerned on these items, and they're kind of niche items, so that makes sense. We do have some more items in the future. I don't think this is going to be something, the thing that we're going to work on today for the tutorial, I don't think I'll list in Etsy. Just don't think it's worth it, but we will probably put it on Bamboo Labs Maker World. So we might be able to get some free filament at least for it. Free filament for no sales, but that's all right. At least it's progress, and we can get in a tutorial here, and I did want it for personal use. So I guess start off, let me exit out of this so we can learn from the beginning. To create anything, first you got to get a plan of what you want. right now what I'm thinking of building is a ring to hold my, let's get back to it, filament samples, just so I can keep them organized together. There's a little ring on here, or a little hole on here, where I want to be able to put a ring, and I didn't feel like buying one on Amazon, so, and I just want it now. So I'm just going to build my own, and I think it would be a great way to segue into building a tutorial. So first you got to make a sketch, and you click this little create sketch button up here, and then you decide what plane you want to take it on. And pretty much always, I would say, when you're building something from scratch, you want to start on this plane here. On basically the ground is the best way to put it here. So we'll click on this, and then we need to know what size we want to build off of, and we're going to use the circle tool because we're going to create a ring. So first I'm going to take a ring that I already have. It's about the size that I want. Maybe I want to scale it up later, scale it down, but I'm going to use these calipers. I am using millimeters here, so metric, and then I'm going to just measure this across here. They're digital, so it really just does all the work for me. Make sure that I'm actually halfway through. Doesn't really matter the precise measurement, I guess, but we are looking at 24.5 millimeters, so that's what we're going to start off with. So we're going to grab the circle tool. We're going to grab right in the middle here, just easier. What did I say? 22 point, let's just try it again real here, quick. 24.5 or so. So I'm going to do 24.5 mm to classify that as millimeters, so the system knows. Now, I don't want to build like a solid cylinder, which I could extrude this and make it a cylinder. We'll show you that actually real quick. So we're going to hit finish sketch. That means we can start editing the sketch. I'm going to just use this tool to pan up and then get a different angle of it. Then you can hit extrude here and then pull this up, and that will give us a cylinder. We don't really want that for this case, not yet. It's going to be a little different. So there's a few different ways that we can make this ring, but let's cancel this. Let's jump back into our sketch here. So we'll just hit edit here. Now we're back into where we were, so we can edit this. We could make it like a cylindrical ring that goes all the way around, but I'm a little worried on printing on that, so I think the best way to do this is to make it a square. So I think we're going to build just like a flat circle, if that makes sense. We'll see here in a second. So what we're going to do, the easiest way to do that is do an offset. So then we're going to click offset up here. We're going to click the ring of our circle, and then see how this is making another circle offset from our original circle. So we're going to figure out how thick we want that. Probably a standard ring size would be good, because the hole from the filament swatches are roughly this thick. So I think maybe this is measuring 2.6. Probably don't need it quite that big. Maybe 2.4 we'll go with. So we'll go 2.4 and then mm again, and then hit enter, and then that should be our ring. So now that is something we do want to extrude up. So what we'll do now is we'll finish sketch, because we are actually done. Now this circle's here, but we don't really care about it. What we care about is this outer circle. So we'll hit extrude again, grab this outer circle, and lift this up. I don't know, let's see. I usually look at my calipers, I'll zero these out, and be like, okay, how thick do I really want that? And then I look at the measurement here and see the thickness of this to kind of decide what I'm feeling. I think I should probably just get one of the swatches, but I don't feel like getting up and going all the way over there. So we're gonna just measure this. I think 2 millimeters should probably be fine. So we're gonna go 2 mm, hit enter. Now we have a ring. That's great, but now how do you put stuff on the ring? So now we got to kind of think of how we want to do that. I'm thinking, well, now I'm starting to think, what if we just made it like an oval kind of like a carabiner. That'd be interesting. And then they could maybe like push together just by like spring force. Maybe that'll be V2. I think for this, we'll just put a cut in here. We'll just cut this and then we'll be able to open it up, and that might be enough force. It kind of looks a little thick though. I should probably go measure those holes. Let me go grab one of them. All right, so got one here. This is focus. Ooh. Okay, so that's the hole we're talking about, trying to get something to fit through there. So let's measure this hole. Okay, so 2 is definitely going to be too thick. Let's do 1.6. You know, let's just do 1 millimeter to make sure it fits. So let's redo all this. And we can easily do that by clicking the sketch here. Oh, hit escape because we're in that tool, and then edit sketch. We are going to change our offset. You know, we're going to just delete it. And then we will redo our offset. For this, we will do 1 millimeter. Enter. There we go. And then we can finish the sketch. And then we actually already have it extruded based off our new thing. That's what's so nice about Fusion, is it like we'll take that change and feed it all the way through the system. So if we had like 100 edits after this, it would apply it accordingly, and it does a really good job with that. But we actually want to bring this down. So I'm going to just hit escape here. We don't need to extrude again. We'll just edit this extrude. So we did 2 millimeters. We'll just change this to 1 millimeter. Hit enter, and then we have our ring. Where did my mouse go? My mouse just died. That's cool. Okay. Let me get a cable for that real quick. All right, got our cable. Now we have a wired mouse. That's never fun, but hey, it's what we got to do. So what were we doing? Oh, yeah. Now we got to make a cut somewhere on here, and we're going to make a really easy cut. We're just going to hit edit sketch. We're going to do, whoa, I don't like that view. Let's get like this. We're going to make a sketch on top of the ring that we just made. So we're going to click on the top surface there. Now we're sketching right on the circle. So what I'm going to do is, there might be an easier way to do this, but let's just do a line tool. And we're going to put right where this X is, where it turned green and made an X. It just shows like that you're on the edge. And we're going to take it to the other edge. We're going to go like that. We're going to hit enter. Now that's gonna cut it. So maybe we do, thinking like kind of like a triangle, a little mini triangle here. Just like that, just enough to be able to open it up. And then this part here will probably be slightly attached when we get it off the 3D printer. So then we'll just have to break that off. I don't know, maybe this is too much. Maybe we need to move it over a little more too. Just really need a sliver, you know. I don't know, maybe like that. We'll try that. So we're gonna finish sketch, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna extrude this little thing. So let's get a different angle here. We're actually gonna extrude it downwards. So we can just pull this all the way down. We don't really have to be precise with it. We're gonna hit enter, and now it made a little slice in there for us. So you can see like the back is like still touching, and I'm hoping that that will just real easily break off, because it's got to be hanging on by a thread. And then that will just be our circle. And then we'll be able to use that to put these little things on a ring. But this was a super easy tutorial on my design process, I guess, and how I do things. If you want like actual tutorials on like each feature, let me know down below and I can make videos on those. I don't know if this was helpful, but now let's try printing. So what we're going to do is hit escape here. We're going to go to 3D print. It's pretty easy. We're going to select the thing we want to 3D print. Make sure Bamboo Lab Studios selected. Hit OK. It's going to open Bamboo Lab Studios for us. We're going to pull this on over here. And it should just pop in. There it is. Loading. My computer's being slow. It's all right. And then here is our ring. So normal stuff with Bamboo Labs. Make sure we're on the right nozzle, the right printer. We do now have an AMS though, so let's sync that up. Resync. All right. So we want to use the Bamboo Lab PLA matte. Do we want to do black or white? Let's try black. Honestly, I don't even know how to. I've never used the AMS on this. Just through the app, to be honest, so far. All right, so yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Now, how do I? Oh, maybe that means it's selected. I don't know. Let's slice it. Okay. Print. Oh, we select it here. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna select this black stuff. Actually, we'll select 2 because this is like garbage PLA that I just have to fill up. Let me double check. That's what slot it's in. Ooh. Yep, 2. So be able to start finishing that up. We do want dynamic flow, enable AMS, bed leveling. Sure. My printer, hit send. Now I'll see you guys once that's done. A little smaller than I thought it was going to be. But let's see if we can break it apart. There you go. It's a little stronger than I thought, so I should probably make that gap a little bit bigger. But let's see. It works as a ring. Doesn't really fall off. It actually goes. Oh, there it goes. But it's actually a lot looser than I thought it was going to be because it's so tiny. And clearly I have a little bit of room here to make it a little bit bigger, a little thicker, to be able to kind of hold it in a little bit better. But for a first click print, pretty good. I printed in 5 seconds. I didn't even like notice that it was done. I looked around. I was like, why is the printer so quiet? And it was done already. So yeah, super easy print. Definitely could use some improvements, but it gives you the basics of how to do it and how easy it is. Fusion 360 is free. So if you guys really want to try it out and start building your own products just for fun, or Etsy, or just learning something new, maybe you want to go to school for it, whatever it might be, let me know if you want to see more videos. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and have a good one.